My name is Randall, Baxter Springs. My number one priority would be to completely reshape the budget to fight for the middle class instead of who it favors right now. We're one of the few states with a regressive tax code. What that means for the middle class is that your property taxes are higher. We're number 41 out of the 50 states of property tax. The answer to that has been, like Mike said, we lower taxes, we increase the tax base. I agree with that. We need to increase the tax base. But bludgeoning it with the simple, let's just lower the taxes, doesn't work. It has never worked before. A simple understanding of economics and history shows us that the supply side experiment that Brownback, that's what he called it, has never worked. It's not an experiment when you've already done it before. And how that affects the middle class, again, your property taxes will go up if we continue down this road. There's no choice. They have to make up that lost revenue. Let's say we drop it down to a 0% income tax, which is what we want, which is what Brownback and his candidates want to do. The now famous Moody study from last year showed that states that have a 0% or the lowest income taxes in the country underperformed states with higher income taxes when it came to economic development. And why is that? Because economic development is complex. It has to be a well-rounded approach. It has to be a long-term vision that says, yeah, it's a competitive tax rate. It's also education, an educated workforce. We're slashing and burning education right now, and if you're a teacher in here, you know that. It has to be infrastructure. We're losing all of this money, so we're pulling money out of our infrastructure and out of KDOT to try to pay for this. If we don't have a well-rounded, full vision for the future, and if it's just cut taxes, people are going to keep laughing at us in this country like they have been already. And that's why I'm here, that's why I'm running, is because I don't like that. We're smarter than that, the voters are more informed than that, and it's going to be a fight. It's going to be an uphill fight, but that's why I'm running.
Cherokee County is one of the poorest counties in Kansas. How do you plan to address it?
Arguably the poorest county in Kansas. You know, like the Wyandotte.
One or two.
Yeah. And I think the other one has one town. But, so yeah, it's nothing to be proud of that we're not number one. That really, it's the exact same question. Because I think Mike and I, one thing that we do agree on is jobs, tax, broaden the tax base, improve economic development. That's our number one priority. So pulling us out of that poverty rate is our other, it's the same question. To be more specific than my first answer then is that each town needs to approach this from a niche perspective. Small business, schools, the things that you can build a community around. I don't want to offend anybody, and we need to have a tax system that's going to favor large factories if they want to come here, and we need to fight for those. Cessna's not moving in. Microsoft's not coming here. It's a fact. If you don't like that, if that's too harsh for you, don't vote for me. What we need to do is focus on the small businesses that we can focus on here. We need to build towards I-44. With the new roads coming in, we need to develop that area. Galena, we know where they're developing theirs, and that's the right thing to do. We also have to remember, this didn't happen in Galena because all of a sudden we said supply side economics is going to trickle down. Something does trickle down. It's not money. What they said was, we're going to try to, they got a great grant from the federal government. They raised their own property taxes. They had to pass a mill levy. It's been a complex, fully rounded plan again. I sat down and had breakfast with the mayor of Galena, and he said, I said, how do we apply this model to the entire county? And he said, Grant, this model started 25 years ago. We've been working on setting this up the entire time I've been here. And right now, Baxter doesn't have that plan. Columbus doesn't have that plan. We need to be working together for long-term improvement. 2-minute thing, I think people here would like to see a full-on, Biden-Ryan-style debate. So, please, Mike, if you would accept that, please, anytime, anywhere, Roy can moderate it. It doesn't matter to me.